Next hunter we're going to be talking about is going to be Ivy. She isn't played as much as before because her difficult level is very high, but the results are pretty mediocre, possibly tie, so hunters would rather choose a different character that produces the same results and doesn't take up as much energy. Ancient Visage. When a survivor is within 15 meters of Ivy, the main body, looking at her will increase corruption by 4 every second. Next, if Ivy is nearby, survivor with 100% corruption will slowly walk towards Ivy for 2.5 seconds. If survivors leave the terror radius for 3 seconds, corruption decreases by 10 per second. The terror radius is when survivors have heartbeat. I believe it's 32 meters. When survivors are going for the rescue and they are within 32 meters of the chaired survivor, corruption grows 0.5 times faster. So when you're going for the rescue, the corruption will increase much slower. Phantasm. Ivy can split and merge with the ghost. There are no cooldowns. They can also switch back and forth between the ghost and the main body, and there are also no cooldowns. When Ivy or the ghost is within 15 meters of the survivor, survivors get narrowed vision, which is the black fog around the edge of your screen. Ivy's ghost form is called the Yithian. It cannot be seen by survivors. It does not give off heartbeat. Ghosts can also walk through windows and pallets. It cannot attack survivors, but it can infect them. We'll go into that a little bit later on. We've already mentioned Ivy can separate from her ghost form. They can both move freely. They can switch back and forth. They don't have any cooldowns, and Ivy can recall the ghost to her location. Revelation. This is also called Scare. It's when the survivor's screen is looking at either the Ivy or the ghost. When they use this ability, they will get 40% corruption. And yes, you cannot see the ghost, so survivors just have to guess and try and not look at the ghost. It has to be within 15 meters, and the scare can also interrupt survivor skills, which means if the forward is dashing and the Ivy or the ghost uses scare and the screen of the survivor is looking in that direction, he will be stunned out of his dash, so he will not be able to stun the hunter. The cooldown is separate for Ivy and the ghost, and the cooldown is 18 seconds. Yithian, the ghost, can infect survivors. The cooldown is 48 seconds after the ghost has left the survivor. When the ghost is still attached to the survivor, it shows the survivor's outline and can also see the camera direction for the survivor. Very useful when she wants to utilize her ability Scare. So survivors have to guess where the ghost is. The ghost doesn't need to. She will know if she's attached. Here are the images to help you understand when the ghost is attached. It's that bright green color. It's glowing white. When the ghost has left you, you can see it's dark blue and the cooldown is shown. So when that mark is gone, that means the ghost can reinfect you. This is how the main body will see the ghost attached to the survivor through walls. And the last visual is the ghost can see the camera direction of the survivor utilizing that little arrow. Only the ghost can infect survivors. After she has infected a survivor, a corrupted ostracon appears, which we'll be calling the tablet because it looks like a stone tablet. You need to wait 20 seconds before you can destroy it, and destroying the tablet takes 5 seconds. However, if a survivor is eliminated or the exit gate is open, you only have to wait 9 seconds to destroy that tablet, and it only takes 2 seconds to actually destroy it. What are corrupted ostracons, which are the tablets that I mentioned? If survivors are within 9 meters around the tablet, they gain 9 corruption per second. Within the map, there can be up to 5 tablets at the same time. If a 6th tablet is created, the oldest one disappears, and the tablets exist for 150 seconds. Lastly, Ivy can teleport to the tablets. Each tablet's cooldown is separate and is 45 seconds. If a survivor is dismantling the tablet, Ivy cannot teleport to it. Now we'll be looking at some gameplay, and we will be explaining first presence and full presence as the game continues. So Ivy's moving separately from her ghost will be infecting this embalmer, so that slows down that cipher progress. And she's good. Main body is chasing someone, wasn't able to see who it is, while the ghost is still looking for more people to infect before fully committing onto that first survivor. It looks like she's not able to find anyone. So also another point is that the main body and the ghost also get tinnitus separately, so they can both start looking for people. She's going to recall the ghost to her main body and send it towards red carpet, where she will be able to find the lucky guy. We'll be infecting him and we'll be teleporting to him right away, but she's not at full presence, so she doesn't get that 40% corruption when she teleports to that tablet, and he has to still be inside within that 9 meters of the tablet. Looks like he's going to be Ivy's going to be reinfecting the embalmer middle. It's the easiest cipher machine to infect because it's the middle, and the main body is staying on this lucky guy for now. He's going to be teleporting to the embalmer, and the ghost is now going to infect, who is that, Gravekeeper? She's gonna go after Gravekeeper? Okay. So since the ghost is latched onto this Gravekeeper, she can see his outline through the walls, and she can also see which way his camera is. First presence right there. So first presence is the parasitic desire that gets upgraded. So now the survivor infection cooldown is 38 seconds. Before it was 48, now it's reduced to 38 seconds. So she just hit the Gravekeeper out of his shovel. The ghost is still latched onto him. It looks like she's committed, but she did hit him outside the shovel, so that first shovel is now gone. He still has one more shovel. Is able to get that hit onto him. He has a lot of pallets inside of Graveyard that he's going to try and keep himself alive in. Okay, he's going to be going into his shovel one more time because there's a large area of corruption because of that tablet. Ghost is going to be reinfecting this embalmer. Hunter has closed in, trying to get some additional corruption onto this survivor. 79% corruption. Ghost is still sticking around and is able to get 100% corruption and get that hit and get full presence. Corruption transference upgraded. When Ivy teleports to a tablet and survivors are within the tablet's area of corruption, survivors get 40% corruption. And this also, the cooldown is 43 seconds for each tablet. Hunter will be able to cheer him for the first time, but the embalmer already has a coffin on him. Are they going to use it right away? Yep, they're going to use it right away, and he's going to be resurrecting in, inside of church, and the ghost is already waiting for him. The main body, did she just teleport? And she's still quite far away. The hunter is going to reinfect the Gravekeeper. She's going to blink right through that window and get the immediate hit on him, trying to secure her first down. She will be taking him to the chair while the ghost is looking for another survivor to infect. Looks like he's going to go towards Hyoasi, who is the airplanist. Lots of jetpacks to work with. Will be leaving the area, the cipher machine, as soon as his vision narrows, because then he realizes, the ghost is nearby, so then he'll leave so that it infects him further away from that cipher machine, and it looks like he's able to also get an infection onto the embalmer. Are they coming in for this rescue? They got the stun. It was a lucky guy with the stun gun is able to get that rescue. Cipher machine's popped, everyone's at full health. Hunter is able to immediately down this embalmer, but the opposite exit gate is opening up. She's going to be cheering him here near red carpet. She's going to be teleporting to one of the tablets near back gate, but the back gate's already open and all the survivors are already at the gate, and so that's a 3-man escape. In the first game, she was taking too long to find a target. She wasn't infecting enough survivors. She sent the ghost around, but there were no survivors in the area, so she wasn't really infecting the cipher machine nearby the cipher machine to slow their progress. She kind of took too long downing the Gravekeeper. Then they had really good support, and the cipher machines were already primed, and it was endgame situation by the time she was able to really put much pressure. So in this instance, this is a different game where you will see how Ivy wins. A lot of pressure from the beginning. Looks like she has the ghost was on a bot, I believe. and she's going to stop this bot from decoding. And as soon as she downs this bot, she's also going to go for that mechanic, is what it seems like the hunter's plan is. Bot is buying a lot of time, but that also means the bot and the mechanic both aren't decoding, so they're losing the advantage. Oh, blinking right through, and is able to get that hit with 79% corruption on the mechanic. So the ghost is still latched onto this mechanic, so she can still utilize the scare, is able to get that 100% corruption. She's going to slowly walk towards the hunter. She's going to be able to hit her and down the first survivor. Bot, however, is still out and running, but it's around, I mean, it still has quite a lot, 3/4. Ghost is now heading towards the cipher machines, going to go and pressure the cipher machines, make sure that progress is slowed down. However, she wasn't able to get rid of the bot entirely, so that means the bot will be able to start in a cipher machine. Hunter knows the general location of this bot, so she's also going to be infecting this bot, try to get rid of him if possible, but looks like she's going to stay on the chair, is able to get the rescue onto the mechanic. Hunter's going to hit the mechanic right away, but it is with the mechanic. The mechanic was saved with borrowed time and also full health airplanist, so things are looking pretty good for the side of the survivors. 3 cipher machines are almost finished, so not looking bad. She's going to die at this far corner, still decoding with the bot, so they have an extra survivor decoding even though she's on this chair. She will be cheering her at these corner walls. Now the ghost is going towards AC, who is the mercenary, going to be infecting the mechanic once again. So whoever comes in for this rescue, it looks like Gravekeeper is already coming in for this rescue. Ghost is heading towards the bot once again, and he gets another save at full health, so things are looking incredibly good. Hunter gets the hit onto this mechanic. Mechanic's going to go down. She's going to go back to the manor. We don't have any survivors. We don't have any survivors that can harass, so she will just be returning to the manor. Hunter is going to be teleporting to the bot and will be getting rid of him entirely. It's going to give the location of the mechanic when she's on the ground. She's going to infect the mechanic, recall the ghost to one of the cipher machines. She's going to be teleporting to the wrong tablet, but she'll be teleporting again and is able to pick up this mechanic once again. The lucky guy is trying to get rid of that tablet. First survivor is finally sent back to the manor. However, cipher progress is looking pretty good. They have 4 cipher machines completed. They just need to finish that last cipher machine. Last 2 cipher machines are being worked on, one at 50 and one at 40. She's sending the ghost towards Heart's cipher machine, will be infecting the Gravekeeper, and it looks like she's going to also be teleporting to him, is able to get that 100% corruption because she also does have full presence. Main body staying on Gravekeeper. Ghost is going towards AC, trying to stop that. Oh, I thought he was the mercenary, but he was actually the lucky guy. I called him mercenary before, just looking at his items. Anyways, it looks like the hunter is back on the Gravekeeper. He is utilizing his last shovel. They're starting a new cipher machine, so now 3 cipher machines have progress. They need to divert the hunter's attention because, you know, she has 2 bodies, so she can put pressure on 2 cipher machines, so they have to start a 3rd cipher machine because they didn't have enough progress on that cipher, or the last 2 ciphers. And it looks like the main body is now on the blink hit and gets the hit onto the lucky guy. He is in factory, is a very good kiting area, but the ghost is now on Heart as well. Will be infecting the Gravekeeper, leaving the ghost with the lucky guy at factory, and she'll be teleporting away towards, I wasn't able to see who she teleported to, but it doesn't look like she teleported to a person. Looks like she's going to be running into the airplanist now. She's going to be infecting the lucky guy, recalling the ghost, and leaving it at airplanist cipher machine. Oh no, she's going to be infecting the airplanist, and the ghost is now going to infect Heart once again. Oh no, he's just waiting around. Let's see. Heart. Oh, he has a cooldown. That's why she can't reinfect him. Yeah, it looks like she's just trying to pressure all the cipher machines, but we can see one of the cipher machines at 91%, so they're almost done. They're doing a very good job. priming up the last 3 cipher machines. He gets rid of the tablet because so that he can decode that cipher machine. Hunter's going to infect the airplanist. She's going to recall the ghost and send it towards the lucky guy. Lucky guy is going to try to leave. Last cipher machine at 94%. She's going to be teleporting towards this lucky guy. Lucky guy has 99% corruption. If he looks at this hunter, he gets 100% corruption. Isn't able to look at this hunter. Oh, is finally able to get the 100% corruption. Will be able to down this lucky guy. Cipher machine's popped. 3 survivors up and running. However, hunter does have detention, so it's not quite over. If she can just utilize her going back and forth pretty quickly, she can put a lot of pressure on the exit gates. We've seen survivors waiting out detention and then going for that rescue because they just need to heal up the lucky guy, or he can just go search a chest and get a syringe. But the hunter hasn't lost sight of these survivors, and she's not really camping. Okay, now she's camping the exit gates. Heart is near. Okay, the ghost is with the airplanist. Hunter is waiting at the water tank gate. She needs to down people before detention runs out, because when detention runs out, survivors are going to start opening up those exit gates, and they're going to start taking turns. They're going to start taking hits. They're going to heal up when the hunter's not on them. So she needs to hurry up and get the downs. We'll be teleporting to the aeroplanist. Aeroplanist has 95% corruption. He's going to utilize his last jetpack. He doesn't have any jetpacks left. Hunter's going to teleport to the water tank cipher machine. It looks like AC was nearby, but he wasn't able to get any corruption onto the survivors. Hunter's going back to the aeroplanist. A lot of back and forth. Looks like the survivors haven't really touched this exit gates. They're both at 0%. They're kind of scared. They need to wait till detention runs out. But Hunter is putting a lot of pressure on them. Blink is up. Oh, and we'll be able to get the down onto this airplanist. As soon as you get that down onto the airplanist, they're working on that cipher exit gate, and it's already at 42%. She's going to be chairing this airplanist. She's going to infect and teleport right away to this lucky guy. Gets that 100% corruption immediately, downs this lucky guy, and she will be chairing him right away. Because she infected and teleported immediately, survivors know that the ghost is near the lucky guy, and she wasn't able to recall the ghost before teleporting in order to get that 100% corruption. So now the ghost has to travel all the way back, which allows them to get that backdoor rescue, except this gate is at 0%, and they have to travel all the way back if they want to get that rescue onto the lucky guy. So for the side of the hunter, she knows that at that time both survivors were there, and one of the survivors are coming to get the rescue on this lucky guy. Hunter's gonna find out which one it is. It's going to be the airplanist. She's infected the airplanist, and she will be getting 99% corruption, so real close. If he looks at the hunter, he will get 100% corruption. How is he gonna do this? It looks like he's gonna have to look at him and eventually get that down. We can see that the gravekeeper has not gone to rescue that lucky guy, and they're just going to go for that one-man escape, and she is able to secure that 3-man elimination. That was my guide for Ivy. I hope you enjoyed it. If there's any additional information you'd like to add, let me know in the comments. Next, I think I will be doing opera singer. Thank you for watching.